se solucionan hablando, porque tú no eres como tu padre. No, de verdad. No me apetece. Por favor.
The Remaining Sundays gives us really great examples of family dynamics. You have a son who discovered letters between lovers when he was moving into his new room, which describe all about how they wish they could be together. Things like they hate Sundays because it represents a day where they're reminded about their judgment via church. Um, and just the, discussing how they felt like their families didn't understand them. And there was also a discovery of understanding what the feelings that they had for each other were through these letters. I liked how the TV serves as a device to showcase uh, opportunity for family togetherness, but also discomfort. When a movie has a graphic love scene between a man and a woman comes on, he retreats. You have the Gay Pride March, which he has an outburst to. Through his journey of these letters and reading them, he is realizing his own feelings concerning his sexuality and realizing how his own father will likely not be someone he can open up to, similar to the subject of the letters. But we establish in this film a relationship with a mother who we are left to see is someone who we can believe that her son will have as an ally and someone who will understand him. I feel like the theme constant throughout is understanding. And also thought that the magazine posters were a great device to showcase his fascination with the images of these male actors, to also show this growing attraction that he's realizing that he's having.
The Remaining Sundays, I really enjoyed this. I liked a lot of things that they did throughout this film. I really loved how they showed the kind of family dynamics and they didn't just kind of tell you what they were. They let you see it kind of play out between like him and his sister and then the sister and the dad and what his relationship with his mom was like, and they made it very clear how kind of different each of their dynamics were, but especially what his dynamics were, especially with his mom versus how kind of the rest of the family operated. Um, and like I said, I really, really enjoyed that because I especially think when you are telling a story like this, where you're having a young character who's kind of, discovering himself, I think that the family dynamic really plays a big part of that and plays a big role in that kind of journey because it the family is the kind of immediate thing that you're almost kind of, especially when you're young, base what you think the rest of the world is going to react with. They are your kind of immediate benchmark for how the rest of the world is going to react or act or perceive and things like that. So I think that showing the dynamic and showing him kind of quietly on his own doing like having this self-discovery and how that starts to affect his other relationships, and it kind of like all comes to a head at the end, and then you get that really beautiful moment with him and his mom at the very, very end, which I think is so lovely. But I think it has a bigger impact because of the way that they played the rest of the film, because you saw the dynamics, you saw the kind of build up, and then when you get that moment with the two of them, I think because of everything else, it has a, like I said, a sweeter kind of payoff. But I really, really enjoyed this. I thought it was really, really well done. A really beautiful kind of journey of, that's the very start of, kind of figuring out who you are right at the beginning when everything is unknown and everything is scary and you are confused about it all. And I think that they, portrayed that in a really beautiful way.
There's so many beautiful pieces that exist in the remaining Sundays, from the existence of the family itself. At times, I really got lost in the world that they had built. I really believed that this was a family unit. I think they did a great job in expressing the era that they were living in, from the Walkman to the headphones to the display and relationship with magazines, and the light innuendo that comes with a dirty magazine even, and ripping them and putting on them on the wall and kissing the cute boys. And it's those little moments that are so wholesome and nostalgic that you see where these little moments where the little boy goes. You can tell that he's fantasizing just alongside his sister as she's kissing the poster of one of the lovely 90210 boys, right? And he hides in the bathroom as he has the magazine his father has given him, and within it he has secret hidden photos that he's collected of these men that are shirtless, presenting that his beliefs aren't necessarily in line with his very masculine presenting father. I think the family dynamics that exist within this piece are very heartwarming and natural and fall into place here. You can see that the mother pushes the father to be better and closer with one another. You see the fun dynamics that exist between siblings, even from not only the sense of communication, but what exists within the space. I noticed that there was a no entry, like little sign on the daughter's slash sister's door frame, trying to get her brother to not walk in and take in her space, right? But it is in that space that we really do see this moment of true clarity of who he is and who he is going to grow into being. And sort of him navigating this secret almost, and coming to terms with who he really is.
The remaining Sundays was a fun and eye-opening short film that touches upon themes that resonate in today's world. Throughout the film, the various elements that stick out are the vibrant color palettes, the acting, and the overall arch of the story that crafts a clear image about the queer communication. So well done.